The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Wilson going to come out throwing. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson.
Otton brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Wilson will throw again. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Wilson.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to it for 20 and a first.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That one caught by Gibson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. It's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Corral.
And Thomas has it. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Corral from the gun on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
On 1st down, Corral. Corral lost it. The ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Corral.
And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
White now to return.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st down, it's Corral. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Corral.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And the Panthers are likely going to have a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Corral with it on 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units They specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Fournette. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. He'll go with a big bank, Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Third down, Corral.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Corral looking to pass. 2nd down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
3rd down, Corral. That pass complete to Moore.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Corral on first down.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On third down, Corral.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On third down, Fournette. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The Corral trying to get things reset quickly.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Corral.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the 1st half for Carolina. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He had a really solid 1st half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
1st down. Here's Corral with it.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The 1st down throw here for Corral.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Back to throw, Corral. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Corral from the gun on third down here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On second down, here's Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1 yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Corral here, working from the gun.
Open man is Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Corral looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. Now Wilson. He's got White here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Corral.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on second down.
Corral.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on second down. Wilson looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson will throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. will try here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Corral with it on first down.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
172 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Corral.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Matt Corral
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's White. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
He's got Otten.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set.
At their own 37.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 45 on 2nd down.
Corral. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs ready to take over once again.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's got some space here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And